Welcome to our deep dive into anti-aging science, focusing on NMN, that revolutionary molecule that's turning the aging narrative on its head.
Absolutely, it's fascinating. So NMN is essentially the precursor to NAD+, a molecule that's like cellular currency, right?
Exactly. It's like the fuel that powers energy production and DNA repair inside our cells. And as we age, our NAD plus levels decline, which really sets the stage for various age-associated issues.
Right. The decline seems pretty dramatic, up to 50% between ages 40 and 60. It's a bit like watching your energy bank steadily deplete.
Yes, and that's the crux of it. Our youth is partly defined by high NAD plus levels. They support optimal cellular functions, everything from energy production and DNA repair to intricate cellular signaling. When those levels drop, it's like grounding the power supply of our cells.
That analogy really paints a picture. So how does NMN come into play in this scenario?
NMN supplementation is proposed to boost those NAD plus levels. Basically, when you take NMN, and keep in mind, it's absorbed orally, it's transported directly into the cells where it converts into NAD+. It's like
Right, I got
replenishing
that.
a deflated tire with fresh air.
And then there's the sirtuin connection, right? Those proteins often dubbed as longevity genes.
Exactly. Sirtuins rely on NAD+ to do their job. They're like the cellular repair crew. They help maintain mitochondrial function, regulate inflammation, and even support our circadian rhythms. When NMN raises NAD+ levels, sirtuins get activated and can help the cell perform its repairs.
It's really revolutionary, giving the cells a chance to recover and operate more optimally. But I'm curious, how solid is all this research?
Well, there's a robust foundation in animal studies. For instance, older mice supplemented with NMN have shown staggering improvements, like enhanced physical performance and improved metabolic parameters. It's like they could run almost 80% further than mice without NMN in some trials.
Yeah, that's impressive. Right, but as always, there are skeptics who ask if these results will fully translate to humans.
Absolutely. That's a legitimate critique. While large-scale human trials are still in their infancy, early clinical reviews are aligning somewhat with the predicted benefits. And there's the compelling narrative from experts like Dr. David Sinclair at Harvard, who champions NMN.
Speaking of Dr. Sinclair, his work has really brought NMN into the limelight, hasn't it?
Yep, Dr. Sinclair's research is groundbreaking. His studies not only helped quantify NMN's effects on NAD+ and sirtuin activation in animal models, but his public advocacy has helped make anti-aging conversations mainstream.
Right on.
His personal regimen, which at times includes even higher doses than typical, has sparked conversations about dosage strategies in NMN supplementation.
That's interesting, because dosage seems to be a key consideration. Most human studies center around 250 to 500 milliliters daily, yet he reportedly takes 1,000 milliliters. It's almost like one size doesn't necessarily fit all.
Exactly. Finding the optimal dosage is crucial. Personalization matters. And you start lower and adjust based on, your body's response over months. Plus, the idea isn't just about the dose, but also timing. For instance, taking NMN on an empty stomach in the morning can optimize absorption.
I see. And then there's the whole discussion about absorption enhancements, like adding resveratrol or TMG to perhaps even bolster those effects.
Yes, that's a key point. Some formulations incorporate liposomal delivery or even include complementary compounds like resveratrol to activate sirtuins through a slightly different route, and TMG to balance any methylation concerns. It's like putting together a well-oiled longevity machine.
Very strategic. Speaking of, I find it really intriguing how these supplements work best when combined with positive lifestyle factors. It's not just about the NMN in isolation, right?
Oh, absolutely not. Combining NMN with proper exercise, adequate sleep, and even dietary adjustments like intermittent fasting can create a synergy that amplifies the overall effect on your cellular health.
Right, like the best results in any field often come from a holistic approach. Totally. But I've also seen some critiques arguing that while promising, human data is still limited.
Yes, and I respect that viewpoint. We do need more comprehensive human clinical trials to confirm these effects universally. But the preliminary improvements in biomarkers, like improvements in fasting glucose, HbA1c, CRP levels, and even lipid profiles, provide a solid basis
agree.
for optimism.
And that's not even considering the reports from individuals who have used NMN for months, like Michael's triathlon comeback in his late 50s, or Elaine's improved mental clarity after battling brain fog.
Right. Those personal testimonials are compelling. They showcase improvements not merely on paper but in real life. Enhanced mobility, better sleep, and improved metabolic functioning evidenced by blood
it's
tests.
like the clinical and anecdotal data are meeting in the middle. Exactly. And while the cost of quality NMN supplements might be a consideration, roughly $1 to $3 per day, proponents argue that the value is in extending your health span, which is priceless.
Precisely. Investing in something that could correct cellular aging mechanisms might be worth the expense when you think about the potential to add quality years to life.
I totally see that. I imagine there's always a balance to be struck between credible scientific backing and the promises of the supplement industry. Some manufacturers might cut corners.
Yep, that's a valid concern. It's essential to opt for products with third-party lab verifications, proper packaging to reduce degradation, and GMP certifications.
Yeah, quality control is a must. And then there's the strategy of stacking NMN with other compounds like quercetin and berberine for added senolytic and metabolic benefits. It's like creating a comprehensive cocktail for rejuvenation.
Indeed, that stacking approach is gaining popularity. The idea is not just to counteract aging, but also to tackle things like inflammation, insulin resistance, and even neurodegenerative processes.
That's a smart, multi-pronged strategy. There's, however, a bit of a philosophical divide. Some argue that focusing on one compound, NMN, might lead to overconfidence in its capabilities, while others see it as a doorway to a broader lifestyle overhaul.
True, and I'd say it's more of a supplement to a healthy lifestyle rather than a magical cure. Your diet, exercise habits, and stress management play pivotal roles.
Right, it's not a silver bullet. Exactly, it's like fueling a high-performance car. You need the right fuel plus regular maintenance. In this case, NMN is part of the fuel, and your lifestyle is the maintenance.
Perfect analogy. And as research evolves, we'll likely see more tweaks in dosing, absorption techniques, and even the development of new derivatives to further enhance the anti-aging effects.
So, where do you think the field will head next? Will we start to see NMN as a standard recommendation for aging, or is it more of a niche interest for biohackers?
I think it's heading toward mainstream acceptance as more large-scale studies validate these early promising results. Imagine, in a few years, regular blood testing for NAD+ levels might be part of annual health checkups.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. And it might even expand into targeted therapies for things like cardiovascular health or neuroprotection.
Absolutely. The therapeutic potential is broad. Even if NMN's primary promise remains anti-aging, its applications in metabolic disorders, heart function, and brain health could revolutionize multiple areas of healthcare.
The possibilities are endless. All in all, it looks like NMN is not just a buzzword, but a real contender in the fight against aging, provided we continue to remain vigilant about quality and ongoing research.
Right on. The science is still evolving, but it's an exciting journey. NMN opens up a discussion on how we can fundamentally approach aging with a combination of cutting-edge science and everyday practical lifestyle changes.
Yeah, it's a whole new frontier. Thanks for this insightful conversation. I'm looking forward to seeing how NMN shapes the future of longevity.
Same here. It's an ongoing experiment in extending our health span, and every piece of validated research gets us one step closer to unlocking the secrets of aging.
Exactly, and that's truly exciting.